Alright guys, so let's assume that this is a thing submitted to us by one of our clients who works, and we are working as a consultant and we are advising them on, in this case, PySpark. So they're saying that when there are 200 executors but only 200 CPU, we have to answer all these questions line by line. This is coming from the client verbatim. So if the client asks us this question and then our reply. So if the client asks us this question, first thing is answer everything in line. The second thing is provide links for your answers. The third thing is as much refer as much as possible to Stack Overflow. You have to make sure that you follow these three guidelines when you reply to the clients. So when they say explain this thing, and let me show you the reply that Rajbir sent me. So, and we are going to correct these replies, and then I'm going to send it to the client. Okay, no idea about 200 CPU means that we allot 5. So this is executor means at max we allot 5. I don't know what that is. We have to reframe this sentence, and I'm going to do that. Okay. The next reply is good, so I'm going to paste that, and I'm going to clear this and then send you, then show you how would I send it to the client. So I think this is what was done. Now what is missing here is that we never pasted a reference, and we cannot say no idea. So we would say so CPU is one CPU, and an executor can have many CPU, as you can see. So let's see difference between CPU and executors, and I'm going to use Stack Overflow as I showed you. So we must have services. Okay, each executor call we use vCore, hence it's either 4 executor with 1 core and 2 executors with 2 cores. So this is the reply, but I'm going to look for something better. Okay, let's look at this one. So we are not looking at executor cores, we just want to find out the difference between executors. Okay. So nodes are system, we know that. This is executor cores. So one executor can have many cores. So I'm going to, and now the thumb rule is we would have 300 words, 2 to 3 reference for each question that we get from the client. This is how we do most of the time. If they want us to expand on this, then we are going to write a page or something. Unless that is not told to us, it's only 300 words. Okay. So let me add a reference. Oh no, this is the text. I'll make sure that each question is. So each executor use virtual call in your cluster, hence either 4 executor with 1 core and 2 executor with 4 cores. So cores remain constant, those are CPU cores. Now if we have 200 executor here in this case, and I'm going to paste this link as well because if they want to read more, they can go to the link and verify. A lot of time they don't know who we are, so they don't want to trust anything. So this is the first reply. I want it to be 300 words. Right now it would be like 30-40 words, 50 words. I'm going to expand it a little bit. So 40 notes. We did not get anything about notes, so we should not write about notes. So in this case, each executor in the above picture will have 10 cores. That's point one. We don't know what the host is and CPU cores used. So my guess is I'm going to just say that we are using 25% of the cores. So we use 25% or 1/4 of the cores, or like 2 or 3 cores at each executor. That would be my guess. Now we never talked about this node, so be very careful on writing something which we never said. All of the replies would be in points, because if a client or somebody wants to come back to us, they want us to talk in point numbers. Okay, what is CPU memory? Executors are resources to process our data. Data which are in form of an RDD or partition. Okay, CPU at this point, so okay. So this is right. So this memory is the memory used by, so it's 8 GB per node or per computer. Maybe it's 8 GB. Either it could be per core or per executor or something like that, or per node. We don't know, but let's assume. And so this becomes a good reply. Each reply is like 20 lines and I have 6, so it's like 120 words, still okay. Ideally we want to make it like 300 words if becomes something. Now we don't, host could be notes, I don't know, but we can Google around. So this is how we would send our replies. We would not use anything that is not mentioned, like no new keywords like notes. Whenever we give something, we are going to give reference. We'll have at least 2 reference. So let's assume that this is relevant. And all the time I'm going to put numbers, because client can come back to us and say, hey, can you expand more on point 2 or reference 1 or 2. So everything should be numbered. So this is what client gave us, and this is an ideal reply that we would be giving to the client as a consultant.